Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are well. I have a very special reading for you guys. I have the Virgo season reading and it is taking part, Virgo season starts on the 23rd of August and goes all the way through to the 22nd of September. Wow, I think you guys are this is going to be like the much needed break after Leo season. And Leo season, I think, really was quite a heavy season for you guys. We had all that heavy Mars energy, which really pulled from you. And I think a lot of people, all your friends and family, saw how much it took from you guys. I think you guys will find, September, Virgo season, September for the most part, Virgo season really will be quite a good opportunity for you guys to just recharge your batteries, get some mental clarity, get some much needed rest, take a break, Aquarius, just lay low. And I want you to use, delicate Virgo season to take care of yourself. And I feel like you guys might be in a bit of a delicate state of mind at the moment. Virgos are quite a diligent sign, so maybe try and keep up with the work that needs to be done, loose ends that need to be tied up. Make it a time of logic, make it a time of analytics, make it a time of details and looking at the fine print, but don't get too consumed with it, okay? Aquarius, this really is a time when Mars has left you for a little bit. It comes back around the 10th, but I think you will find that it is, sorry, I'm going to close that window because my gardener loves taking care of my garden. Sorry guys, he won't go away. Right, so with Mars leaving your sign for a little bit, and I hope it's not too loud, with Mars leaving your sign for a little bit, I think you guys will find that the energies are going to lift. They're going to be a little bit lighter. Relationships may have been quite testing. You may have felt like you don't have everything to give to them, and I think this will be a second chance to just get things right. But I want you guys to be very aware that you've got to be soft, you've got to be easy, you've got to be delicate with yourselves, your friends, your relationships, okay? No lashing out and getting really dark, okay? Try and avoid that as much as you can. Mars does go back into Aquarius on my birthday, make a note, on the 10th of September, but you've got really nice energies before that, okay? So we've got both Mars and Mercury in Virgo, which is quite an analytical time, first week of September. First week of September season, we've got full moon going into Pisces, which I think for you guys is just going to be a chance to just relax, okay? Nothing too serious, no emotional crazies. You will feel it is an emotionally present time, right? Pisces want to be felt, and they will have certain requirements of you to really go within yourself. And I think you're going to need to. And I think you're going to appreciate it because it means that you don't have to, be involved, and there won't be so much bravado. There won't be so much, aggressive energy that Mars came with. If anything, this is really like a time, go spend lots of time with taking bubble baths and looking after yourself, get your nails done, get your hair done. Virgos are meticulous when it comes to appearance as well. So this might be that chance to finally make it to the gym or get that haircut or whatever it is that you guys need to do. This reading is a little bit different today, so I'm going to pull 4 cards, one for every week of Virgo season, and then I'm going to use the magical messages from the Fairies Oracle card by beautiful Doreen Virtue. I love this deck, and that's really just like a overview of Virgo season, just something to bear in mind, a little bit of advice to maybe work on throughout this season. Aquarius, you have a good month ahead of you. Really rest. Take some time to get your head down. You don't need to be the center of attention. don't need to be the life of the party up until, you know, September the 10th. And, you know, you will get a chance to resume back with work when you need to. But for now, just take it easy. Okay, so what do I have for you guys? I have the 7 of Wands for the first week. I have the 7 of Pentacles for the second week. 7 and 7, very lucky time for you, I'm feeling. I have the King of Cups for the third week. And I have the 8 of Wands for the fourth week of September. Virgo season even. Right, okay. So, Mars has left your sign. But I think with Pisces full moon on the 26th, you guys are going to feel a real need to tie up loose ends. And if this is anything to do with foundations, I think you are going to have to bear in mind that you have started a cycle, you have started a process. Having Mars come out of your sign for a little bit, with this Pisces full moon, maybe make note of where it is that you seek to have improvements in your life. Seek where it is that you want to create a firm foundation. What it is that you can do at this time to use that mental break, the heaviness of Mars, to actually take a clear view of your life and where it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to be doing, what it is that you want to see moving forward. So you've got winter time coming up. I want you to think colder months. I want you to think logic, analytics. How am I going to carry myself through successfully in my foundations all the way through to my birthday? What is it that I can do in regards to work, in regards to home, in regards to relationships? There's clearly foundations that you need to build. And I don't want you to think of this as shit, I've got to start from the beginning, because Mars in your sign through Leo season wasn't I'm going to kick you in the nuts and make you drop to your knees because I like seeing you there. If anything, it's I'm going to tear everything down that wasn't working, and I'm going to give you the opportunity again in September, in Virgo season, to come back and do it properly. May have left you feeling completely overwhelmed and drained and whatnot, but process emotional stuff through Pisces season. And Pisces have such a beautiful quality to them. There is a sensuality to them. There is a forgiveness to them. There is a subtle sensibility to them. They're so freaking smart, okay? They are the sign of servitude. Use this time to see where you can serve yourself and create something for yourself so that you can create something better for your family members, your partners, your friends, your loved ones, your work colleagues, okay? It's still going to be very much about building these foundations. Second week of Virgo season, we have on the 5th, Mercury and Mars going to Virgo. So again, nice little break for you guys. But this is going to be a time for you guys to be using your due diligence, using the analytical skills of the season to look over the fine print, look over the fine details, see where it is that you can make improvements in your life, see what it is that you want to make improvements with. But 7 and 7, man, building foundations and building your work reputation, planting your seeds, waiting for the harvest, watching them flourish. Such a lucky time for you guys, okay? 7 and 7, 14, 14. Think of the number 14 for this month. I think it's going to apply somewhere. Now, this would be probably around the time, the third week of Virgo season. This is probably going to be around the time of the Virgo new moon, which is taking place on the 9th of... Actually, sorry, I just forgot to mention with this one as well. For the second week, we've got Saturn going into Capricorn. It's a sign of work. This is like Saturn, imagine being... in planetary language, like that annoying old man that just wants to make sure that you've got your head down and you're doing everything properly. I think this week might feel a bit like that, but use it to your best advantage. It really is saying that you don't have time, or you don't really want to use up your energy because the energy will feel lighter. Use it for productive stuff. Right, third week of Virgo season. We've got here the King of Cups. This is a time of when the Virgo new moon happens. On the 10th is when Mars comes back into Aquarius. And then on the 11th, we've got Venus going into Scorpio. New moon, time of new starts, time of new beginnings. Mars back in Aquarius, really cutting down. Like, it's that nudge now. It's that push of, right, we're back at it. Got shitloads of work to do. Come on, boo. Let's get on with it. But Venus going into Scorpio is that nice little break. And I think it is going to be very much essential time. And I think you guys might need to take a little bit of time to indulge in some sensual time. I was going to make a really crass joke there, but I thought it was probably best I don't. Anyway, Aquarius. Take a little bit of time out. Third week of September. Just enjoy the sensual energies. It's going to be an emotional time, but it's going to be very sex-oriented. And I want you guys to make the most of it, because there's nothing better than a bit of sexual healing. Emotional intelligence, don't get too carried away. Try not to get jealous. Try and remain as grounded, I want to say, but you might find it to be a little bit trickier than usual. Just go with it, I think. Right, for the last week of Virgo season, I think you guys will feel Mercury will be transitioning from Virgo into Libra. Libra is, you know, associated to Venus, and I think it might be a continued vibe of this kind of energies. What's it called? Venus is still going to be in Scorpio, but your season is coming. Mercury is now in yours. So I think communications might be coming in. This might be the beginning of a new romance. This might even be the beginning of a new love affair. Lots of like really light-hearted communication coming in. Very heart, very sensual, very, it's going to feel new and it's going to feel fun. And I think you guys should really go with it. Get involved in the conversation. Try and get to know as much as you can about the person. And generally, just have a good time, okay? Mars will be back in your sign, but it's not going to be as gruesome. So the first couple of weeks of Virgo season will be very much laying foundations and getting your ass down to doing some work. Second week might be, right, let's enjoy this crazy Scorpio in Venus energy. Let's get it on, shall we? Right, let's pull a message from the Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle card by Doreen. That is such a mouthful. Who's impressed? I did it all. Yeah, man. Okay, right. Let's pull a card from this deck for you. Now, this is just going to be like something for you guys to look over. Bear in mind for Virgo season, just some additional info for you guys. I think all in all, Virgo season is going to be a nice one for you. It's going to be a very progressive one. The energy will be a little bit different. Well, a lot different, I want to say, from Leo season. It's going to be lighter. And I think you guys are going to really need it. So be easy on yourself, right? Aquarius, be easy on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, what do I have here? And I think this kind of ties in with the innocence of the Virgin as well. I've got children. The card for children here, Aquarius. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. How sweet. Aquarius, try and spend as much time as you can with children. Virgos have a certain innocence to them. They're very childlike. I am a Virgo, and I've been told my whole life I'm like a freaking Peter Pan, and I believe it. I live my life by it. And a whole part of that is I love children. I love spending time with kids, because when I'm with kids, I am a kid. Like, you can ask my brother and his kids. When I'm with his kids, I am a kid. And it's a certain lightheartedness. There is a certain like, okay, there are things in life that are really serious, really like, we've got to deal with it. It's got to be serious. Work's got to be done. Blah 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 blah. But kids can really bring things back into perspective. You guys have had a heavy season and no one's taking that away from you. If anything, we're saying use this opportunity to really relax your mind now, okay? Spend time with your children. Connect with your children. If you have nieces and nephews, spend time with them, quality time with them. Take them to the park. Use up the last bit of sun that we have. You know, if you're meant to be a teacher, if you've been thinking about it, like, look, this is a sign. Take it, do it, do it, do it. Go back to school. Go and learn about teaching. Volunteering. I used to volunteer with some children at the local mosque, and I always felt that it was the most gratifying thing that I was doing with my time. I was doing my combined honours degree at the time, and it was a mammoth degree, and it was a mammoth qualification, but I swear to you, the time that I would spend every Friday afternoon with those kids meant so much more to me. And this is not for like gratification or instant validation. It's the genuine feeling of knowing that you're doing something that is going to make a difference in somebody else's life. Like that gratification, you can't get it from anything else, anywhere else. If you have any kids in your life that might need your attention, take some time with them. Spend time with your kids, nieces, nephews. Really connect with that energy and try and adopt that energy. Things don't always need to be so serious. Things don't always need to be so heavy. Things don't always need to be so hard. September wants you to connect with your inner child as well, I think. And use that Virgo innocence, use that sweetness to take over you again. Life doesn't always need to be as hard as Mars. No. Bring back your inner child. Like, tend to that child this month. Really tend to that child. Love yourself. Okay, Aquarius, do something lovely for you. Just to summarize, first couple of weeks of, if you do the work on the Pisces new moon, 26th of August, first couple of weeks, laying foundations, getting your head down, doing some work, but without the pressure of Mars, like breathing over your shoulder. Second week of September, look forward to some really sensual, lovely communications. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys meet a really good love match. And I think it might even be like a possibility to meet a soulmate. Aquarius, have a beautiful Virgo season. I hope it does great things for you. Rest and connect with your inner child. Have a beautiful season, Aquarius. I will catch you guys next week. Take care.